Peace, 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 and good afternoon, my peoples. What's really good? It's your boy, Sincere Seven, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, the Pat. You know what I mean? Listen, y'all. So, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so, I have a sale. All copperhead snake venoms are 20% off for the month of October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so I just did a video basically speaking on that, talking about the snake venoms and what they are and, all of that. So we dealt with all of that today. We dealt with the business, all right? Now we going to get down to the, well, I ain't going to say personal, because this definitely not personal. I think I would say more societal or more to the village discussions. There we go. Yeah. We talked about the things that was important, right? Our health and helping our people to rid themselves of diseases, ailments, and things like this, right? But now let's have a little fun. Let's talk some shit. What I always say, hey, talk to me. I talk back. Hey, talk that shit. Because I talk that, right? So that's what this is. So just to be clear, I'm not about to be teaching and educating. This ain't no medicine man shit. Nah, this that nigga Sincere Seven. This ain't even the medicine man talking. You understand? This is the brother who's part of y'all community talking. And I want to have a discussion with y'all, right? I want to have a discussion. I think the discussion is interesting because so many people have so many opinions about this shit, right? And so with that being said, let's bring that shit to the table, man. For real. Let's bring it to the table. Let's discuss this shit. Because what I always talk about is how I always see a plethora of us on social media who will say things, who will claim things, who will, oh, I'm this and I'm that, or this is this and that's that, or these people this and these people that. And it's like what I see is it's a lot of people who will run up to the microphone and say some shit in the microphone and then run back to their seat. And by the time somebody in the audience, quote unquote, stands up to raise their hand, like, I got a question about what you just said. Them motherfuckers is no longer standing at the mic. They are back in their seat. Awesome. I said what I said, and they run back to wherever the fuck they came from, right? So, with that being said, that's why I like to do my Kush Coffees. This is a platform where we say it and we'll stand on it. And if you give me a motherfucking mic, I'll say it in there. And if you want some questions, comments, concerns, I'll stand here until, you know what I'm saying, y'all have heard what has been said and can ask these questions, comments, and concerns. So I'm one of them people who be like, fuck all of that. Oh, I said some shit on Facebook. Let me see who all say. No. I'm going to say some shit. I'm going to stand on it in front of y'all and wait for comments. So this is why I always say, if anybody wants to hop on my motherfucking live, debate with me, argue with me, disagree with me, agree with me, throw some, I'm for it. And I don't mean, oh yeah, you hop on my live, I'm for it, I got time today, no. I'm saying I'm an intellectual motherfucker. Like, I'm not one of them people, you disagree with me, now we got to fight and I'm about to disrespect you and you probably, you gay and you just get like, that's ignorant. That's them ignorant motherfucking dudes and ignorant bitches that be out here doing that shit. Me, I'm one of them where it's like, yo, that's how you feel. Wait a minute. How can you say that when this is this? Okay, I can see that point, but what about when this come to play? If you don't have the ability to do that, I don't give a fuck about what you think. I don't give a fuck about what you say. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. My thing is, if you can't stand on what the fuck you are saying and explain that shit and make it make sense, then shut the fuck up. So that's why I like the Kush Coffees with a cap. That's why I like doing these videos, because it brings us together to discuss different shit that we all got conversations and opinions and all of that. But can we bring them to each other and actually present them and walk away still feeling like I made sense? Because that's what I'm here for. I'm one of them individuals. You can say what you want to say. But if you give me the chance to say something back to you, what we're going to do is we're either going to both walk away with a very wide understanding around something, or you're gonna walk away mad because I just made you look stupid because you said some shit and I made it look like you don't even know what the fuck you saying. That's not what I be trying to do. But when people are coming and they just saying stupid shit, I'm like, wait a minute. All right, well, you can't goddamn make no sense of this shit. Then let me just destroy your stupid ass. So, with that being said, when I'm on my medicine man shit, man, it's me and you against the world. It's me and you against the diseases. It's me and you against the ailment. But when we talking about our society and us as a people, ain't no teams here. If you said some dumb shit, you just said some dumb shit. And if somebody else wants to peace, it says Facebook user, but it don't say your name. But peace to whoever that is saying peace to me. Thank you. So I'm saying all of this because I want people to understand that sometimes people get my lives misconstrued. It's like, yo, in 1 minute I'm being a medicine man and I'm talking to my people about what we need and what we need to do and how to come together and how to heal and all of this. And then the next video you turn on, I'm over here calling somebody stupid and telling them to shut the fuck up. And people be confused, like, nah, like just because I'm a medicine man and I have, you know what I'm saying, healing you at the root of, you know what I'm saying, my mindset, that don't mean that I'm not allowed to have other thoughts, other feelings, other emotions. Zani, peace, baby. Hey, okay, see, now I know. But yeah, that's not what that means. So that's why I do these. So with that being said, if you're watching and you want to take part in an intellectual conversation about something that we're discussing and you have your own thoughts, feelings, and emotions behind these things, please, by all means, if you want to hop on the video, send me the request. I will bring you on. Now, with that being said, if you don't like what I'm saying, you're not into it, and you want to argue, that's not what this is. This is not the place for you, and don't do that because I will disrespect you, and some motherfuckers will look just like you if you bring that type of energy to me. A lot of people think because I'm a medicine man, I'm gonna let you slide. Nah, I'm gonna disrespect the shit out of you. Four motherfuckers who look like you and whoever rode with you to come at me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just where I'm cut from. But if we keeping it respectful and we keeping it social and we keep it, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. You ain't got to agree with me. You can get hyped. You can, oh, that shit sounds stupid. Why the fuck would you say that? I'm with all of that. Talk to me. I talk back. Talk a little shit because I definitely talk that. But let's keep it respectful. All right. And the reason I'm doing this disclaimer is because it's going to be a couple motherfuckers that's probably going to see this shit and want to do or say some disrespectful shit. And I invite you to keep scrolling and shut the fuck up. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm not here for no disrespect. And if you bring it, I will not match it. I will overdo it. I don't match shit. You come to me to about, hey, I'll match you on some weed. How? You got an ounce. I got 3 pounds. We're not matching shit. You come and show me some love, I'm going to over show you some love. You come and show me some disrespect, well, keep that same energy. And sometimes I feel like I can't have those adverse feelings because I'm a healer. See, and that's what I'm saying. Don't let your community tell you who the fuck you can be. That's why I be saying this shit. Y'all think because I'm a fucking healer and a medicine man that y'all gonna shut me up and y'all gonna hush me up and tell me to calm down and you ain't gotta speak on it. Shut the fuck up. It's how I feel. I'm not telling you I'm not gonna heal you if you don't agree with me. Me and my medicine works ain't got shit to do with me as a person. And nobody is going to make me feel like because I'm a medicine man, I'm not allowed to have an opinion as a person. I be wanting to talk my shit, but every time I be wanting to, I just end up telling myself, Zonnie, shut up and let it go. Nah, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. Nah, because the ignorant people out here, they not letting shit go. That's what I be trying to tell people. I be animated about this shit because I'm a wise man. And it's too many fools out here who are representing, who are talking, who are running shit, who are doing shit, and they're doing it from a place of ignorance. So as a wise man, I'm not finna let nobody shut me down or shut me up from letting it be known who I am, and what I represent. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here right now that represent the worst shit with the highest amount of like pride, take pride in the worst and stupidest shit. So with that being said, nobody's gonna stop me from walking in pride as a wise man. Period. Period. Yeah. So I invite you to not shut the fuck up. I invite, like, as far as I'm concerned, there needs to be more of us with wisdom speaking, because there's so much ignorance that's taking over that is drowning out those of us with wisdom. The ignorance is drowning us out. My man said, we don't know who the whores is no more and who the respect for women is, because they all sit together and they sound the same. I mean, Jesus flipped over tables, so hey, right? Right? So, all right, so y'all know what I do. I always be talking shit while I'm rolling up. So that was my roll up. Like, it's rolled up now. So now let's get into the nitty fucking gritty. Let's get into the controversial shit. Let's get into these thought processes that are being shared, displayed, spoken about, all of this. It's gonna be controversial. And this was how can I say, motivated? No, inspired. This was inspired by a sister friend of mine in the community, who, I mean, shit. Let's be very clear. What's the word? I adore this woman, right? I adore this woman. She is a very beautiful sister. And her opinions and the things that she speaks about, I find them very, like, how I'm trying to say this. She is a person in our community who I respect where she's at, her mindset and how she moves. There we go. With that being said, that's why sometimes when she says certain things, it will trigger me into a video. Like, it'll be like, wait a minute, did you just say that? I'm not going to argue with you on your post, but I'm about to address that ignorant ass shit, right? Because that's how I feel. And I'm not saying she's ignorant, she's stupid, any of that. I'm saying that I feel like a lot of times the things that are portrayed, that are said, that they are ignorant, right? From the community. And so this is a community conversation that I was ignoring for quite a bit. And when I seen her speak on it, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's time for me to go ahead and say something during a Kush and Coffee. For those who don't know, Kush and Coffees, this is our philosophy. If you're a philosopher, that's what this is. We talk about subjects in our community, how we see them, how these things are presented, and how they affect our communities. Okay. Share this video if you choose to. So this video is about self-appraisal. Self-appraisal. Let's keep it simple. That's what this video is about. Self-appraisal and how worthless it is. Wait, what? As a medicine man, you can't say that. If I say I'm a beautiful person and I am a valuable person and I am a loved person, how can you argue with me? Motherfucker, because those are, what is that shit called? Affirmations. You looking in the mirror in the morning and saying, I am beautiful. I am loved. I am valuable. I am worthy. I am whatever the fuck else you want to add. Those are affirmations. And what I have found is that in this community, with the entheogenic explosion that has happened, a lot of people take yeah, let's get into it. Okay. A lot of people take what I would say or call or refer to as metaphysical properties and or knowledge and information, and they try to replace the physical existence of things with that mindset. So I hear people now saying, oh, this older generation always thinks somebody needs to certify you, or somebody needs to value you, or somebody needs to what is that called when somebody else says that you are that? Like oh, I can't remember the name, but somebody else is saying that you are that. And they're saying that shit ain't needed. If you wake up and you say you're a chef, then you're a chef. If you wake up and you say you're a doctor, that's all the fuck you need, and you're a doctor. And I say, y'all motherfuckers is retarded. I say that the spiritual community and the growth that it has seen has taken over you all's physical existence ideologies. And that is where shit comes fucked up at. When you study metaphysicals so much that you actually think that it replaces the physical realm. So you telling me that you ain't took no training, no class, and you don't even know what the difference between baking soda and baking powder is. But since you feel like a chef and you've been in the kitchen and cooked food and people told you it was good before, you now claim to be a chef. And now when people are on social media and they're saying, hey, I'm having a wedding and I need a chef to cater or to provide my meals. And you start to apply, or you tell the person, hey, I'm a chef. You ain't been to school. You don't know the difference between baking soda and baking powder. You don't know the chemical reactions within the foods. You don't know the structures of them. You don't know the compounds of them. You think that just because you know how to season some meat and cook it that you are a chef. No. And so this is a actual conversation that I had with a person, a young lady that I respect, you know what I'm saying? Little fly shorty too. She kind of cute, y'all. Get at her if you want, right? But I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You sound fucking crazy. I'm sorry, you're cute. And like everybody, like when you do these lives, jump in and be like, hell yeah, I know that's right, girl. Hell yeah, that's right. And no, it's not right. You're beautiful. You're respected. I love you. I'll protect you. But I'm going to tell you, you're full of shit and you're wrong. And the idea that you're walking with is fucking going to fuck you up. Because once you now take this job and you go and cater this event and so there's an issue and the people ask you like, why would you do that? Or what made you like, and now they're like, where did you even get your, you know what I'm saying, chef? What culinary art school did you go to? Well, I've never been to culinary art school. You're not certified. No, I cook in the kitchen and I also cooked for a lot of people when I was growing up. So you're not a chef. You're not a chef. When I was having this argument with somebody, I told her, this is the same thing as me telling somebody I'm a doctor. And she said to me, you are. And I'm like, no, the fuck I'm not. Who the fuck told you I was a doctor? I'm a medicine man, shorty. I am a healer in my community, and I am a practitioner in my village. That's not a fucking doctor. You know what doctors have done? They've gotten doctorate degrees, hence the term doctor. See what I'm saying? Does anybody see where the word that we used actually explained what has happened and where it came from? You're a doctor because you got a doctorate degree, not because somebody was sick and you gave them fucking Cambo and snake venom and eliminated the sickness from their body. What the fuck told you I was a doctor? I'm listening, but I'm cracking the fuck up. Who the fuck does? Right. Who the fuck? Now, when they say somebody called you a witch doctor, I'll take that. But you got to say the whole thing. If you leave the witch part off the front, I'm not taking that. So you a witch doctor? Yeah. So you a doctor? Nope. You got to say the whole thing like a pimp named Slipback or a Tribe Called Quest. Am I a witch doctor? Yes. Am I a doctor? No. And I don't even use the term witch doctor. I'll accept it. When the papers spoke about me and National Geographic and all of that, I'll accept it. I'm not, don't call me no witch doctor. I don't do no magic. Yes, the fuck I do. I don't heal people. Yes, the fuck I, right? So with all of this being said, y'all want to know why I'm a medicine man? Because my community told me I'm a medicine man. Y'all want to know why I wear the term shaman? Because my motherfucking community told me I was a shaman. Hold on, let's go a step further. See, I told y'all it's controversial. I'm starting off light. We're getting into it. Y'all want to know why I call myself a good man? Because I got a plethora of fucking women who I've been with who say that. They're exes now. All of them are all exes. They're exes. That means I'm no longer with them. And they will tell you, no, Seven might be an asshole, but he's a good man. Seven might be controversial, but he's real. He's true. Seven might be whatever it is that you think Seven is, but that's a good man. I have individuals in the community who say I'm a good man that I have not dated. Never stuck my penis in, never kissed, never had some type of intimacy with, but they will stand in this community and say, no. That's a good man. He was there for me when I went through this. He protected me when I did this. He did. So what I'm telling you all is I am not a self-appraiser. And not only am I not one, but I think that if you are one, you need to stop it with that ignorance. That's like telling someone I'm a therapist. No, I'm a massage therapist, here to therapeutically massage you, not guide you through your psychological woes. Hey, exactly. You know what I'm dealing with, right? So let me be clear now that we've been cut the crust off around this motherfucking sandwich, that I'm not even talking about who we are in our societies as medicine workers or shaman. No. I'm talking about relationships in men and women. Yeah, now that we took the crust off, let's open that motherfucker up, make sure ain't no bacon in this goddamn sandwich. Yeah, let's get the pork out this bitch. With this like society nowadays, and we keep talking about this male versus female ideology and male versus female practices, right? Well, I feel like it's necessary. Let me be clear. I feel like it's necessary because all it is bringing about is conversations that are not being had. So I feel like speaking on these subjects are necessary so that we can come together as one and discuss things. Because let me be clear, like I said, I'm not teaching on this video. This is philosophy. This is 2020 philosopher type of shit. If you're a philosopher, rock with me. Plato's and Socrates, they ain't gotta fucking agree. He's telling him, I see it like this. He's like, nah, I don't see it like that. I think it's actually like this. Ain't nobody, well, fuck you then, motherfucker. You just want to be against us because you gay and all this stupid ass shit y'all do. No, we're saying, wait a minute. I'm an individual in our community who thinks as well. And I think that that's not right what you just said. I think that it's different. Really? Oh, because I'm a thinker too, and I thought it was right. Well, please tell me, where's that you think that what I said wasn't right? Well, right here, when you said this. Oh, I can see how you think that. But let me tell you this. Have you ever thought about this? Well, actually, I haven't thought about it. Oh, that's what the fuck I'm here for. If you don't have the mentality and the intellectual fortitude to do that, get the fuck off the live. Don't comment, don't say shit. Just erase me, block me, right? But if you are an individual in your village, in your community who has the ability to think, then let's stop looking at these dumbass social media advertisements and go out and buy in this shit. And let's discuss if it's really worth even looking at. Okay? As a grower and breeder, I have to sell and appraise all my products. Is that the same thing as self-appraisal? No. And because I was speaking of how I started this live based off of a woman in my community that I just really am just all about. Like, I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna hate her shit right now because I love her so much, right? And so I asked her when she made the post that she made, and I said, because she was saying something about the value and the worth of me doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, and not her, but basically saying to the community, our value and our worth, it's based off of what we feel or something like that, and it don't have shit to do with somebody else. Nobody else can unvalue and I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, yes, they can. Yes, they can. Self appraisal. So, like you just said, as a grower and a breeder, and having now, let me say this. It says Facebook user. So, as a grower and a breeder, I have to self appraise all my products. Is that the same thing as self appraisal? I'm going to say this. No. However, as the individual who is the foundation of the products, that's like if you are trying to sell me a house and you do the appraisal on the house. You can't tell me this motherfucker worth 2.3 million because your mama was born in it. Fuck that got to do with me. That's how you feel about that motherfucker. That is what do they call that shit? I have sentimental value. This is internal self sentiment. That's you. That like where the fuck your mama? That ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't worth 2 million to me. Now it got some steps, so it's got two levels to it. So we might go from 50 bands to 70 bands. But wait, your mother, man, fuck your mother. Fuck is you talking about? Okay, so even though my clients dump on me and ask for advice, this isn't my expertise, and I remind my clients all the time. Yes, this is a safe space, but I'm about a clinical therapist. I have to remind my clients of that sometimes because they'll slip up and say, "You're like my therapist," and I have to remind them, "No, if I go around promoting myself or insinuating that, that's right, insinuating that it just moved." I'm someone that can help you with your psychological issues, even though massage therapy can help with those issues. Then not only am I, but I am not a clinical therapist. Okay, I get what you're saying. So, and that's exactly, you know what I'm saying, what we're talking about. Same with me. You know what I mean? When I do my counseling and my things and this, I'll be like, let me just make it very clear. I am not a certified therapist or anything like that, but I am a psychedelically informed reintegration coach, right? So I have been trained to ride your emotional waves with you. But I don't give advice. I more of ask questions to allow my clients to find the answers that they are looking for. This is what a coach is, right? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm helping you to find your own route. But so again, to go back to exactly what I'm talking about, though, I'm speaking of ourselves as individuals in our communities and how we promote ourselves to the opposite sex. That's really what I'm talking about. That's really what I'm talking about. I have all right, so all right, get y'all blunt, fire up. Cause I don't want no beef, but I told y'all my shit get controversial. It ain't the subject, it's my thought process behind it. So here we go into the depths of shit. For me, this is a male-female thing. This is where I'm coming from. Let me be clear, ladies. Feel free to give your responses as you feel. Okay? Let's keep it respectful. But if you want to tell me, nigga, you want some bullshit, and fuck you for thinking like that, I'll take that. But this is what I got to say. This is what I got to say. I have been watching and being a part of the social media conversations about men and women and how we need to grow. Let me be clear, in the Black community, more of anything, and our expressions of how we see ourselves and each other and how we need to grow within this. And I said that I feel like women have been held down for so long that now that this is the age of equal rights, if you want to say, or acceptance of whatever, that it's kind of like, oh shit, now that I'm able to stand up for myself, let me knock some of these motherfuckers down who was knocking me down when I was, and I'm like, hold on. Let me make it very clear. Bitch, I was never around when you was being abused, when you was being disrespected, when you was being fucked over, when you was being any of that shit. I've always been a stand-up motherfucker in my community. So I was not there for none of that shit. So therefore, I will not accept any type of punishment that you feel that needs to be dished out to us while you were in that shit you was in. So women to get out here and be like, hell yeah, men been doing this, so hell yeah, so fuck them and da-da-da and blah. And I'll be like, whoa, hold the fuck on. And they looking at me like, well, why are you? Cause nah, hold on, I ain't. And then well, if you don't agree with me, then you just gay. If you don't agree with me, you got mama issues. You don't agree with me, then, and it's like, women now are just saying the stupidest shit, the dumbest shit, because men don't want to agree with them or see things differently. So, with that energy being present in our community, it makes it very challenging for those of us with wisdom to share philosophical conversations back and forth like we're doing now, because of the amount of disrespect that is brought in and responded to. So I'm saying all that to say, let's keep this shit real on point, not in emotions. So, with that being said, I am looking at this woman versus man shit that's going on. And I feel like there is a large amount of a lack of accountability because of the amount of self-appraisal that's going on. Why will I go on social media and say I'm a good man? Because I'm repeating what I was told by other individuals. I'm a good man because of the way that I react with my community. I'm a good man because of the way that I react with women. I'm a good man because of the way that I react and experience with children. I'm a good man because of the way of my actions, my morals, and my internal values. And I've had enough individuals tell me this that now I can share that information with somebody else. Okay? So I'm saying that to say there is this talk about a good man and what good men are. And then there is self-appraisal of good women. Like, to be a good man, there are external conditions that should be met or have to be met to qualify for that. And if I am beating bitches and I'm disrespecting women and I'm ignoring and abandoning children or abusing children or violating children, I'm stealing from my community and I'm lying to everybody around me, I can't say I'm a good man, because guess what? My community is not verifying that. They're not saying you're a good man because you do all these things, because you don't even do all of those things. So be it, we don't even have to speak of if you're a good man or not. We're telling you, if you do these things, you're not a fucking good man. You out here abusing women, you're not a fucking good man. You out here abandoning your children. You're not a fucking good man. These are not up for debate. These are fucking conditions. Your house don't got no fucking windows, no doors, and the fucking floors are tore up and there's a hole in the ceiling. And you talking about this house is valuable because I said so. And if you can't see that, then you must be gay. No, bitch, I must have an appraisal outside of you. Like I've been appraised outside of me. So I'm saying that to say that I feel like there is way too many women in this community self-appraising. You can't just say I'm a good woman, and if you don't recognize it, you stupid. No, why? Why are you a good woman? Why are you valuable? Why are you worth what I have? You can't tell me you are worth what the fuck I have. I tell you, because what makes that worth is a list of fucking conditions. And if you don't have none of those conditions, you ain't worth shit. The fuck is you talking about? Okay, hold on, listen. A motherfucker meeting me at the mall and telling me you need to take my number down. Why? Because I'm valuable. Why? Because I got a lot of things of value and of worth. Why? Because I'm a veterinarian. Oh, I don't have any pets. You are worthless to me. You hold no value to me. You hold value to our community. You hold worth to our community. Because in our community, we have people with pets. Wait a minute. What is he saying by saying this? I'm saying you could be a good man and not be of any value to a woman. You could be a good man and not be of any value as a father. She ain't got no kids and she don't want none. She can't have none. Being a good man is still going to be valuable though, even to her. But being a good father doesn't mean shit to her. Being a good man to a woman who's a lesbian, I'm still of value. I'm a good man. As a mate, I'm worthless to her. Wait a minute. I think I see where he's going with this. Yes. So with that being said, are you a good man or a woman? Let's start there. Bow. Value and worth based off of these conditions are what we say a good man and a good woman is. Whatever those fucking conditions are to you. Let's keep in mind. Right? To you. But when you say to me, this also needs to be an across the board value. Not just to me, but to my, why? Because you're a good man, because it just don't have shit to do with me. It has to do with you and your relationship to your society, your village, your people. Are you a good man in the realm of this is your village and you're in it? Are you a good woman in the midst of this is your realms and you are in it? Boom, okay? So, first of all, I'm a good man. I'm a good person. Let's even take the man and woman out of it. I'm a good person. In my community, I am a good person, and that brings me value and worth. Now, let's take all of that shit and set it over here. And now let's say, hey, dating scene. This is a fucking column. Just like father was a column, and the father is over the children. If you ain't got no fucking children, who the fuck are you fathering, right? So I don't need you in this column if you don't match the things that's needed in this column. Father, a father to the children, a man who's over, and whatever your definitions of that is. So when we have people talking about the dating scene, now I'm going, oh shit. I am a good man and I have value to quite a few people, and then I'm worthless to some. And I can understand that. Why? Because I'm poly. And so some individuals, their mental and emotional operational standards are not in tune with that type of relationship. Like with me, if a woman is a lesbian, well, her standards, it's not going to work with my standards in a relationship, right? So that's not personal, that's conditional. It's not a bad person or don't have no value or worth. You just don't have no value or worth to that person in that realm or column. Once we get in that realm and or column, I need y'all to pay attention to this. Before I continue, I'm going to read this. I understand self-appraisal to an extent, but you have to make sure to live up to the standard you set for yourself, and a lot of people don't do that. Like for me, I've been told I'm ugly for a long time. My childhood, adolescent years were pummeled with the words ugly, corny, lame, shit like that. For years, I've been telling myself I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, and I prove to myself by taking care and loving myself, shower, breath work, and meditation, reading, and being around like-minded individuals. This is what I meant when I spoke on self-appraisal, being affirmations. It's like me in the house, painting the house, saying, this house worth $1 million, baby. It's going to be $1 million. It's not yet. But I'm working and I'm keeping a constant verbal and mental awareness of what I am trying to get to. When I'm saying this house is going to be worth $1 million, that's what the fuck I'm working towards. I did not put this house on the fucking market as an abandoned house as $1 million house while I'm in here working on it. So that is perfectly fine. What I'm speaking about is individuals who are out here speaking as who the fuck they are. I find a lot of individuals, and I'm not finna make it a female male thing. I'm just gonna say like this. It's a lot of individuals that's self-appraising that ain't nobody agreeing with that shit. Just because you think you dope, you think you cool, you think you nice, you think, don't nobody, that doesn't fucking matter. And let me be clear, to me, when we talking about appraisal, and we talking about, because like, let me just be clear, like from when she just said for a long time people called her ugly and called her this and called her that. So I might have an individual that says, well, if that's the case, that's their appraisal on her. Well, hold on, let's be clear. When you deal with real estate, there's what's called an appraisal license. You got to be taught how to appraise some shit. So, I don't give a fuck about somebody who ain't got no goddamn value telling you you ain't got no value. I don't give a fuck about somebody who ain't got NAM certification that they know what's valuable trying to tell you that you're not valuable. Let me just let you know that. People who don't have an appraisal's license, they can't appraise you, baby. They conversation meant nothing. But motherfuckers who know things of value and who can show that record of having that license and certifications of, right? And this is your healers and things. This is not an individual that's trying to sleep with you. Let's be clear. Because a lot of us lose contact of what we call, or what I call, the unknown attraction. This is the number one attraction that's actually utilized in our community. Let me speak on that for a second. We're gonna get off the subject, but we still on it. But I want to speak on this for a subject for a second, because I think it's very important for us to be aware of as a community. The unknown attraction is some of the most dangerous shit that we utilize, but we use it more than anything else. What is the unknown attraction? It's just what it says. It's the attraction to what's unknown. Man, listen. When I see the little Slimmy with the little perky little and the little, you know what I mean? The little cushion for the pushing in the back. And she walked past and I'm seeing her shape. I'm like, damn. And I start to be attracted to what I'm not seeing. This is why the whole y'all got your ass out in the last 10, 15, 20 years thing is being spoken about, because those who don't have appraisal licenses, they are going, oh, look at that. But those who have appraisal licenses are going, who the fuck snatched all the shingles off the side of this goddamn house? It's not even being protected from the elements. That's minus $30,000 right there. You ain't got no shingles on your house. You ain't got no roof on your fucking house. All your windows and shit. All you got is screens on this bitch. You understand? This is kind of how those who have appraisal license are looking at these women who are trying to show value by snatching the motherfucking siding off the house so you can see what it's built of. To those who have no appraisal license, they're like, oh, wow. But to those of us who know, we know that, oh, this is all bad, because I'm supposed to go into the house and appraise the house. I'm supposed to look behind the shingles. I'm supposed to look behind the drywall. I'm supposed to look at the electricity, at your, that's when they go through the whole fucking house, your foundation, your electrical, your plumbing, this, that, the other, and see if it works, if it's functional. And if all systems go, the more systems go, the more value or worth that this house has. So I ask, how is it that you own the house and you're telling people it's worth $1 million? Let an appraiser go in there. Don't nobody else, can't nobody else tell me that this house ain't no worth no million. Who the fuck? What? Yes, somebody else can. An appraisal, a certified licensed appraisal can tell you your house is not what. Listen, my house, they keep trying to buy my house from me. People, hey, we the pad, the Psychonaut Academy in Detroit. I keep getting people calling me, and if you own a house, you're probably going through the same shit. These people keep coming and trying to buy your homes, right? Let me tell y'all, ask them, how much you want to give me for my house? The answer they give you is disrespectful. Tell them, give me an appraisal, and then we can talk. And they'll stop calling you, because they know, oh, wait, you want somebody to come out and look at your house and tell you the value of your house, and then you're going to talk to us about how much we can potentially buy it from? No, you're going to want way more than we're trying to spend. We know that the majority of motherfuckers have never had their house appraised. So when we say we'll give you 20 bands cash, you like, oh, shit, bet. Because I bought the house for $5,000 and worked on it and put it. Do you know your house is worth $100,000? You don't, because you've never fucking got it appraised. So this is what we have, is we have a society of people running around telling other people their values and their worths, and have never had themselves appraised or don't know shit about appraisals. So you have a lot of people, like Zani was saying, that was seeing herself as a $5,000 to $20,000 house, when for sure, she 150 bands easy. Please do a credit check on me. I hope I got a 700 plus, right? But she didn't know, because she ain't had a right appraisal. Bunch of motherfuckers that don't know shit. You ain't got no value. You ain't got no value. Meanwhile, she got a fucking indoor pool and a goddamn motherfucking panic room in that bitch. And then you have motherfuckers out here who are nothing but bandos. And if you don't know what a bando is, it's an abandoned house that motherfuckers are moving to. You got motherfuckers out here who are bandos, who are worth less than $10,000. Trust me, because if that house was on the market, it was $1,000. These are bandos, but the dope boy moved in it, and he put some windows in it. Yeah, and he put a door on it. And he had the crackhead get up there and put some tarp on so it won't leak. And now it's a trap house. And he's telling these motherfuckers, I make 10 bands a day in this house. So he's telling you, you are valuable. 10 bands a day? Man, that 3,065,000, it's a lot of money in 1 year, right? So they're telling you, like, your appraisal is high. Then the dope boy get locked up. Boom, the dope boy get locked up, and now the bando is abandoned again. And you're like, oh shit. Well, I need to have a tenant. So let me go out here and put myself on the market. And then you talking about, yeah, it's $10,000 a month for rent. And it, hey, wait, what? You a bando. What are you talking about? If you don't know the value and the worth in me like my man did, then that's on you. You stupid. Where your man? He locked up. So he told you you was valuable. So now you running around here telling everybody you valuable and you worth all of this that you're claiming, like this right here. But you've never had a fucking appraisal. You are a bando. You're a bando. Listen, the fact that you was being used to sell drugs in should let you know something. You do know that that's not where he sleeps at, right? You do know that when he left the bando, he would go to his home out in. I knew dudes who sold dope in the hood. They bando. This where everybody think they leave. This motherfucker lived in Sterling Heights with his wife in a very nice fucking suburban home. Fuck is you talking about? He hood as a motherfucker when he in that bando because he's selling fucking drugs. He don't give a fuck. He eating chili cheese fries. They drinking goddamn fifths of Remy VSOP, smoking weed all day and dipping the ashes right on the floor while telling you your value and we. Oh shit, hold on. My bad. Get that shit up. The fuck? This ain't no bando. The fuck? Goddamn. So if y'all catch the analogy, you know what I'm saying, I just feel like now I'm not saying that you ain't worth shit, that you ain't valuable. I'm saying that we, because I ain't saying you, because remember I spoke on why I call myself a good man. We need to be appraised properly and we need to speak on our appraisal values. I literally speak on the value of me as I have been appraised. I never try to get a motherfucker to think or to insinuate that I am of so much more value because of anything that I think. I tell people, no, I'm valuable and worth because I keep having people tell me this in my community. I am very valuable as a medicine man. I'm quite valuable as a mate. I'm very valuable as a friend. I'm not very valuable or worth shit to you as a mechanic. If you need your car fixed, I'm worthless to you. I'm sorry. If you need your ass kissed in a metaphorical way, like you know what I'm saying, dick riding you, I'm a Leo. I'm over here seeing like I didn't even notice how great you was because I was over here like, damn, am I still great today? Hell no, this is yeah, right? But that's how I feel. I'm not trying to get you to see me the way I see myself. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I feel like there's a plethora of going on in our community. And as I feel, especially with our women, they want other people to see them as valuable as they see themselves. Well, as a person who sees himself as a very valuable person that never tries to put that on other people, I invite you all to stop that. Stop self-appraising your own house. You can't do that. If you're in real estate and you sell houses, you can't go and also get an appraisal and do an appraisal on your house and then sell it because you did the appraisal. Do I know that for a fact? I do not. Let me just be clear. I don't know that for a fact. I had to stop and say, really, Seven? Did you know that? If I own a house and I got a real estate license and an appraisal license, can I do my own appraisal on my own house and then put it on the market? Now, I'll tell you like this. From my point of view, if you can, that's a dumbass law or rule because that just means anybody can tell you the value of their house the way they see it and your dumbass paying for it. And now when you get ready to sell it and another appraisal comes, that shit is not even worth a quarter of what you just bought it for. You all follow what I'm saying? And so for me, it's not a like, oh, y'all motherfuckers ain't valuable. I just feel like we need to have certain standards and structures and understandings of how to see this shit, how to speak on this shit. No, yes, your values and your worth can be lowered by other people. Like, you a fireman, so you telling me in my village that you are valuable to us. Well, our houses are all made out of cement, good sir. There's nothing flammable even contained within the building of our homes. You can right now just walk around with a flamethrower, and when you leave, all of our shit will still be here. So, how valuable are you as a fireman again? As a community, as a village, we can let you know that your value is not what you think it is. Not here. Take that shit over there to where everybody build their houses out of trees and you can get that shit. But here, nah, right? So, with that being said, my question is when people keep speaking on their value and worth, I always say, what is it that makes you valuable? What is it that makes you worthy? Because you can't tell me what you are worth to me. The fuck, like, where are we getting these ideas and these thought processes from? No, no. So women, when you sitting around in these circles and you telling men, I'm the prize and I'm valuable and I'm all this, and when we say, why? What do you bring to the table? And you like, hey, any nigga asking me to, no, stop, shut the fuck up. Let me tell y'all what do you bring to the table means. Have you been appraised? She said, yo, the analogy. This is why I make analogies. All of y'all who know me, fuck all of that. Y'all want to get emotional when we talk about what we talking about. So fuck it. I ain't even going to talk about that shit. I'm going to talk about some other shit. Let's talk about a house. You ever bought a house? You want to buy a house? You ever plan on buying a house? All right, bitch. Well, let's watch this. And listen, y'all. If y'all are offended by the word bitch, stop being bitches. I use that term loosely because I don't know these hoes personally that I'm talking about. I'm not talking to the women in my community. I'm talking to the ignorant ass thought process in mind frames. Just to be clear, again, this ain't one of the medicine man. This is me. This the nigga in the hood. I use the term. I don't care. I'm okay with that. I use a lot of controversial terms. I don't use them in a disrespectful manner though. I'm not calling no like shut up, bitch. I don't like ain't no woman that can tell you I'm like there's a couple of them, but that's because they was bitches. Like appraisals. Ain't that what we talking about? I'm an asshole. I'm not a self-appraised asshole. There has been multiple individuals in our community who have said, Seven, you are an asshole. And after having more than 20 people tell me that, I'm going, I must be an asshole. Okay, so now I'll let it be known. Yeah, I'm an asshole, but I'm real. I'm an asshole, but I'm true. I'll protect you. I love you. I'll care for you, but I'm an asshole. So there are some women out here who is bitches. That's just that. I know a couple bitches. I got a couple friends who are bitches. Matter of fact, I got some family members who is bitches. Listen, but they still, some of them, good people, they still valuable in certain arenas and areas. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't hook my homeboy up with him, or I might not. So just anyway. So have you been appraised? What's your appraisal about? And if you don't know, ask. Y'all want to know where I get my appraisals from? The motherfuckers who have been through me the most. The people I've dated. If we're talking about in a sexual or relationship bracket, everything that I say about myself is not from myself. It's from other people. I take even when I break up with or when me and relationships that I have end, I like to do an after action review. Like, yo, so like, what was it? Like, what was good about it? What was bad about it? Like, what was it that made you feel like, duh? And so why do I do that? Because a lot of times I'll go and I'll be like, damn, I could see where, like my first wife, she was not confident within my financials. She said it will be the 30th of the month and we have no fucking money. And I'm sitting here crying because I'm thinking me and the babies are about to get put out of our place. And then tomorrow is the first and you walk in with $3,000. Like, yeah, you get money, but that shit don't work with my soul. And it makes me feel insecure. I don't feel secure. So this is what a mate of mine told me, you know what I'm saying, some 15 years ago or so, right? And it was like, oh shit, no, it wasn't that long ago. No, it was not that long ago. But anyway, so was like 10 years ago. So after that, I'm like, damn. So I'm realizing, all right, women don't just want you to take care of the bills. They want to feel secure. I'm thinking, since I'm taking care of everything, she'll be good. But I'm realizing that her knowledge of, so there's either two things that I do here. One, I try to keep my women oblivious to what the fuck is going on as far as bills. Like, you don't need to know. Like, they're just getting paid. They're just getting paid. They're just getting paid, right? And two, I try to make sure that my women know that you're good. Nope. See this? Money's always coming in. See this? See this business? See this business? See this business? See this business? That's why I got all the businesses I have. One of the reasons, you know what I'm saying? But it's because I was told that insecurity of, you know what I'm saying? And so I had to fix that. So guess what I did? It's like having a house. Oh, well, you're saying that the house is not worth 150, it's only worth 90,000. Well, why? Because your foundation's cracked in the basement. You didn't know that. Oh shit. Well, guess what? Over the next 4 years, I'm gonna be working at getting my foundation in the basement fixed. So now if I decide to sell the house again, oh, that bitch worth 150. Now it's worth 170 because, you know, times went up, inflation or whatever the fuck, right? So this is how we have to look at ourselves, right? We have to look at ourselves as that place that we say is honorable can rest at. You a church for God. You the church. And if you see your mate as being valuable and worthy of praise, then you place them there. So you want to constantly be trying to improve on this appraisal. But guess what? After you get it fixed, it's been fixed. You can't just say it's been fixed, so it's worth this now. Nah, get another appraisal. Get another appraisal. And that's what I'm talking about when I said, y'all want to know who are some of the best license appraisals? The people that you've dated. So if I can't even talk to them, that's probably because you're scared that they're going to tell me that your foundation in the basement is motherfucking cracked. It's like a job. You go to fill out and they say, can we speak to your previous employers? You're like, oh, no, hell no. Which, you know, just so y'all know, when you say no, that kind of is a red flag to employers. Like, why not? Because any employees that we have had, anybody who wants to talk to us about them, you can. Why would the employee say you can't talk to us? Oh, them? Oh, that's because they was late every fucking day, and we count them on lunch break on whatever during duty in the bathroom sleeping. That's why we fired them. They came back 6 months later and reapplied, and we rehired them back. And at that point, we caught them stealing out of somebody's locker in the break room. So we fired them again. This is why they don't want you to reach out to us, because they don't want you telling us, they don't want us telling you of their lack of value and their lack of worth. Can you speak to your previous employer? Hell no, I cheated on him. You speak to the previous employer? Hell no, I wasn't worth shit. Hell no, I beat her up. Yeah. See, that's why I be like, woman dealing with me, I be like, check my resume. Go talk to my exes. You want to, like, we ain't got to, if there's anything that you don't believe, go talk to them. They're on my fucking Facebook and Instagram. Go talk to them. Ask them. Did he beat your ass? Did he care for you? Why y'all break? Oh, you. Oh. So he's really. People be fucked up when they talk to me about my relationships. Everybody think that I'm aggressive and violent and treat my women wrong and beat them up and do all type of locking them and don't have them giving no freedom. I'd be like, why do people think the total opposite about me of who I am? Because I operate openly, because everybody operates as the opposite of who they are. Nobody in this world, very few people in this world are sincere without wax. You know what I'm saying? They'll show you who they are. They won't disguise things, right? So when you get with a woman or a woman gets with a man and y'all have a relationship, this is a true appraisal. Now, are they qualified to give appraisals is another thing. But to be honest, they can give the best appraisal about the individual that they were with. Now, you have to appraise that person and the value of their appraisal. Keep that in mind, okay? So if this person is bitter and mad and angry, I'll keep that in mind when I'm listening to what they're saying. See? Oh, he ain't shit, he a deadbeat, and he this, and he that, and he this. And then you listen to 5 other people who dealt with the same person, and you're like, well, they're mad, and their appraisal is totally different than all of these people who are not mad, but they do say that they don't fuck with them, but they ain't mad at them, and they all got pretty much the same appraisal. Okay, I think that this appraisals might be, how do they say, my opinion is biased, right? So there is always that, you know what I'm saying? There's always that possibility, but that's why I say multiple. If it's just one, then but if I can't talk to none of your exes, you ain't cool with none of the children of your father, the fathers of your children, that's a red flag. You ain't cool with none of your baby mamas, that's a red flag. You ain't cool with none of your exes, that's a red flag. Motherfucker talking about, I don't want my motherfucking man being cool with a motherfucking ex. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with y'all? And now that's where I would say, oh yeah, you're not a good person to make an appraisal anyway. Any individual saying I am not with or I am totally against individuals being cool with somebody that they dated in the past, you do realize that if they dated them in the past, they could date them right motherfucking now. These people with this idea, but there are people who, you know what I mean, will violate. So it ain't like all these emotions are coming from somewhere that is, unreal, right? Because I myself am aware of people who have relationships with people in the past and have went back and have done things just cause or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, reasons type of shit, right? So, none of this shit is across the board, y'all. None of this is across the board. Remember what I said in the beginning. This is nothing more than philosophy. It's philosophy. This is me telling you all how I see something that we speak about in our community and giving another, as she said, analogy for us to be able to see it from so that it might be able to make a little bit more sense. Because when we're looking at it from a personal point of view, the shit gets too emotional and too totally unbalanced that it just starts to sound stupid. And that's how I feel when people are out here saying they're valuable and they're worth because they said so. I do not agree. I do not give a fuck about your self-affirmations. What the fuck makes you valuable? What makes you worthy of receiving what I have? Whether it be protection, whether it be finances, whether it be my mental, you know what I'm saying, Rolodex, whatever the fuck. Whether it's a friendship, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a client and facilitator, a client practitioner relationships. You, as a practitioner or a client, are vetting them just like they're vetting you. When people come to me and are trying to decide if they are going to partake in some type of healing works with me, I'm doing the same thing. I'm trying to see if I will take them on as a client. Right? Because we all know, no matter where it is and what you deal with, that there is a value and a worth system to everything that you might partake in or bring into your vicinity. Is this worth my time? Nobody else can tell you I'm worth your time. Listen to that. Are you worth my time? My time, the only person that can explain the value of my time is me. So these appraisals do come from other people. If you don't have men in your community that will tell the motherfucker, no, she is a valuable woman because she this, she that, she this, she that, and she this, then maybe you should stop saying you're a valuable woman. Maybe you should go and get an appraisal. Maybe you should allow that value to, because I'm not saying you don't have it. See, that's the part of the conversation that people missing out on. I'm not saying that people don't have it. I'm saying that just because you think it or say it does not mean that others are supposed to agree, to see it, to accept it, or to speak on that value. No. And if you don't have any conditions or anywhere to be able to explain your value, then you're probably not as valuable as you think. And that's what I'm saying. There's women out here. That's where that now I am saying that. A lot of y'all are not as valuable as you keep motherfucking screaming. Period. 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 Point blank. And I'm kind of tired of this shit. Because when it comes to men, there's all these qualifications of every fucking thing. Like now they question your fucking sexuality based off of the way you stand in the shower. Come on, this shit is getting stupid. Right? So there's all these conditions and qualities of being a man and being a good man and being this. But women are just out here going, I'm valuable because what? If you don't know, then that's on you. Like, wait, what? That's like a motherfucker saying it's a house listing. This is the address. It's $1 million. Yo, who's interested? And if you don't want it, then you're stupid. I don't need to put no pictures in now. I don't need to explain how many garages and how many rooms it has. And I don't need to explain that. If you don't know what the fuck I'm valuable, then you stupid. And if you can't see this, then if you don't. Y'all fucking ignorant as hell. Shut your stupid ass up. No value. You got so little value that you literally can't even present what the fuck your value is. And you want to be, what, motherfucking proud about that shit and egotistical and all. Shut the fuck up. What do you bring to the table? Now they want to act like a man asking that shit is a problem. Let me tell y'all, fellas, stop letting these women shame y'all into being bitches. Oh yeah, dudes too. See, this is not a sexual thing. I don't just call women. No, it ain't no women. I'm talking about the men too. A lot of y'all is bitches, man. Straight up. Straight up, man. And y'all letting these women shame y'all letting these women shame y'all into being bitches. Y'all letting these women shame y'all into being punks. Y'all letting these women shame y'all into being soft. Y'all letting these women shame y'all into not speaking as men. Y'all ain't got to do that. It lowers your value and your worth. Because really, the real women that's out here that want real men, they looking at y'all going, never mind. And it don't matter because there's so many individuals now with the appraisals all thrown off and not knowing who's valuable and who ain't, that motherfuckers is out here getting their teeth bit down on shit they really don't even deserve. The women who ain't shit, they out here screaming they the most valuable thing on the planet. And the women with all the goddamn value is sitting somewhere with some insecurities and motherfucking, man, hidden and giving themselves to the most lowest of. The niggas who ain't gonna care for them, who ain't gonna father them, who ain't gonna husband them, who ain't gonna care for them, that's who they end up with. Get an appraisal. Ask the individuals you dated. Ask the men that you've been in relationships. Even if they was just dating, y'all might not even fuck. The more dates you've had, the more information you have. Ask them, hey, what did you think about me? How do you feel about it? You still think that now? Do you still feel that now? What do you know about me? What do you think I'm valuable at? Where do you think my value lies at? There you go. There you go. Ask 10 men or 10 of the sex that you date, where do you think my value is at? Ask 10 of them that you've been with and ask 10 that want to be with you. And see if the motherfucking lists go together. Are the people who want you wanting you for what you're actually valuable for? Because a lot of people are getting with people because they want them because they think that they're this, and then they get with them and like, oh, okay. I ain't know that you yeah, okay. Hey y'all, I've been watching this shit on Netflix called Insecure. One of my homegirls back in the day put me up on. And it was some ego shit at first. So I watched a couple episodes and I was like, oh, okay, that's me, that's you. Oh, okay. And it was like, that was it. And that was some years ago. And now I was like, I'm gonna watch this shit. And I watched like all of it. And oh my goodness, it is a lovely, like, when we talk about these types of situations, it's a lovely playing field. Like, it has so much shit to where almost any situation we could kind of just go there and be like, kind of like on that one episode. Like, what did you think of that? Did you think she was wrong or he was wrong? Did you think this or that? You know what I'm saying? Type of shit, But it had me looking at these because it's got like, you know, one character, she basically broke, but she got a good heart. And then another one, she's a lawyer. She got bread. But so it's got all these different characters that it can let you look at society as a whole. And it's like, damn, who's the most valuable person to date on that show? Everybody would have a different answer. Everybody. Because there's women on there that I would like to date. There's women on there that I like to fuck. And there's women on there that I would say I'd be in a relationship with her. And all three of them are different. And this is something that we need to think about when we're dealing with relationships and dating out here. I had this discussion with somebody the other day, and we were talking about, you know, we was talking with a woman, and we were talking about like sex and like when a man see a woman, this is the first thing he think, and when a woman see a man, this is the first thing she think. And she was like, y'all look at us, you think I want to fuck. And I was like, no, we don't. I said, not me. I look and I think, would I fuck? Let's be clear. Never goes to a, I want to fuck. It goes to a, would I fuck her? Then it goes to anything after that. She said when she first sees a dude, her thought is, would I marry him and have his babies? What would our babies look like? And then goes in reverse. She starts like at the end, like, could we die together? Could I see my, and then reverses all the way up. And I'm like, whoa, wait a fucking minute, really? And I'm like, y'all talking about us and how fucked up we are because the first thing we think sexually, I'm going, that's kind of fucking crazy. Like, as soon as you see a dude, you're thinking, could I spend forever with him? Like, you don't know shit about me. At least I started somewhere where I'm like, well, are we sexually compatible? Because what a lot of people don't realize is sexual expression is your mental, emotional, physical, all being expressed at once. So I'm learning a lot about you having sex with you, like, period. I can do that one time and learn a whole lot about you and know if I want to go anywhere further or not. But if I start off on would I marry this bro, hold on. I don't even know if you have good personal hygiene. So our ideas of relationships and how we meet and what are we here for, they are totally fucking different. They're totally mixed up. And we are doing a horrible job of balancing that shit in the middle. This is why there's a whole bunch of relationships that weren't supposed to be. Because somebody was really just fucking to see, and somebody else felt like, well, if we fucking in, and then it was a whole bunch of, and it was like, well, shit, I'm gonna ride with it because I'm, you know, but then it's, well, then why are you? I told you, and it was like, well, you don't even. And I was like, I know, but we are mixed up and confused, and we do not have the capacity to be honest with one another. We can't have these conversations without arguments and disrespect and hurt feelings. What do y'all bring to the table? Why is that now a question that is fucked up? To talk about 50-50, I ain't having that conversation with no more men. Well, why not? Why the fuck would you not have that conversation? Why are we scared and avoiding all of the fucking conversations that we need to have, but engaging and volunteering for the dumbest shit that ain't gonna assist us with nothing, nowhere, no time, no how? Y'all talk about, I get on here and talk about some controversial shit. Yes, I do. That has something to do with all of us. Unknown attraction is an attraction to what's unknown. I don't know shit about this chick. Oh my goodness, but I would like to know. I'm attracted, but why? And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to figure that out. So men, we move a lot of times, a lot of men move physically because just like a baby putting something in their mouth, that's the easiest way to get information. We're like children, like fuck it, put it in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Touch it, put it all over you, touch it, like create this sense of oneness with it, and you'll learn a lot about it, right? So this is a animalistic response. Now, those of us who have maybe more of an intellectual, we might approach it through the conversation. right? We know how to make eye contact, those signals. When I ask a question, you might not even answer it, but I seen the way you looked up at me when I asked it and how you looked off to the right. And then you was like, man, I ain't even finna talk about. Yeah, you don't have to, right? Intellectually, I am, certified, licensed, with experience. That's what we're intellectually. I'm experienced enough to be able to see these subtle energies and exchanges in our conversation. So getting to know a person through this, it's dope. A lot of dudes don't know how to have these conversations like I do. They don't know how to go into the depths of your soul and your spirit and how to get you to share, what you've been through, your traumas, your dramas, how you see life, how you see relationship, how you see love. I have experiences in this field. I know how to go into this field and get out safely without getting cussed the fuck out or pressuring or snapping off in the broads, like, you know what I'm saying, emotional shit to where now it's all bad. Most dudes don't have that. Give these dudes some motherfucking room for what they do know, how to figure out what they don't know by experiencing you. If that's not what you for, then that's cool. But I just want y'all to have the understanding that a lot of women think that dudes just want to fuck. Let me be clear. No, they want other things too. We don't just. But there's a lot of men who, when they do that, that is their way of finding out the majority of the things about you that they're trying to find out, to decide whether they want to continue being around you or not, talking to you or not, dealing with you or not. These conversations are not had, and that's why we got all these terms about ghosting and gaslight, all of this shit. Nah, people are operating naturally, and society is putting labels on shit, and it's causing other individuals to see something that's happening and putting that same label on it. Nah, this motherfucker's really just trying to figure out if he want to fuck with you or not. And how you exercise the sex, what you said after it, the conversations that went with it, the conversations that went during it, the personal hygiene that was exercised during, before, or after it. All of these things are now witnessed, and if this is our measuring sticks of the world for these individuals, they just got more information in one sexual encounter than they would have gotten in 3 weeks of conversating with y'all. See me, I can do both ways. I'm for the women who like, no, let's get to know each other and like, cool, hell yeah, I'm with that shit. I'll be with you 3 weeks and never ask for nothing, never push up on you, never pressure nothing. Like, I wait for you to press go, and then you got to. I don't want you to think I'm a hoe, but I'm kind of feeling you. Like, I know we only been hanging out today, but shit, let's go, shorty. You're giving me the permission now to go and check into all them things because I can save time. Because if I can save time and go ahead and just go through the sexual expression and see all of these different things about you, yeah, I'm okay with that. I definitely am okay with that. But I'm also okay with taking weeks and sitting and chill. Now, I'll be clear, I'm not a real big. If you one of them people like I'm not. It's gonna be anybody who tells me they got any type of limitation to sex, like, oh, I don't have sex with dudes until after 3 weeks of meeting them. If you say that, I'm not talking to you ever again. Like, I don't like that. Like, because these are people who move with like a construct for everything, as above, so below. So that means that in your life that you have this idea of how everything's supposed to go and you want everything to be within that. That is the worst type of people for me to deal with. I have been in relationships where I met a woman that day and we fucked that night and we was together for years after that. And I've been in situations where I literally went years courting the motherfucker to get with them, and the relationship ended up being something that I could have did without. Well, not the relationship, but how it ended, to be honest. So I'm saying I spent all that time to get to know them and get this great relationship with them. And it's like people had this idea, like, if it takes longer for us to have sex, you would trust me more. That was the motherfucker who cheated on me. Literally, I've had one partner in my life that cheated on me, and they were the person that I took the most amount of time, years of gaining our relationship, getting to know each other, love each other, respect each other, and got together, and they were the individual who cheated on me. But the motherfucker who I got with and we met and had sex that night and was together years, shit, No, I'm talking about down 100 years. Like the fuck, like never cheated on me to this day. Like that was 20 fucking years ago. Doesn't fucking matter. That type of shit doesn't matter. So, but we have to respect. But going back into the unknown attraction, that's what unknown attraction is this attraction that you have for somebody of wondering of what is like, oh, I wonder how they this and how they that and how they once all of those questions are answered, once the unknown has become known, now this is where the real attraction takes place. If it's still there. And so we'll have a people that will get together based off of the unknown attraction and will deal with each other and have sex and go through all of these different things. And then now what was unknown is now known, and we're going, okay, yeah, I'm not as actually attracted to this person as I thought. And most of us are not aware of it, and that's where a lot of people get trapped. It'll fuck you up. Because you done fucked around and got into some shit that you really don't want to be in, but you've already got in because you didn't know that you were unknown attracted. Now that the unknown is known, you are no longer attracted, but here you are in the midst of something. So this is something that we need to be aware of, is the unknown attraction, that it does exist. It is very, very powerful. It is one of the most motivating principles within the relationships that are going on now. I would invite you all to either get it out the way or be very intentional and diligent on taking time to make sure all of the unknown has been known before what's the word I'm looking for? The professions of love. There you go. You have people who get together and these sparks, and it's just so great, and it's just all awesome and all of this, and it's like they get to professing their love, and then the unknown becomes known, and it's like, oh shit, oh, and they don't have that same love anymore, and they don't know how to express this or communicate this. Some people will just stay in some shit. Some people will lie. Some people will cheat. Some people will gaslight. These are where all these things came from, because people don't have the safe space to let it be known. Like I had an unknown attraction, and yike, like now I am knowing, and the attraction is not as strong, or it's just as strong, right? So be it that we know that these conversations are, it takes a very crafty person to be able to have this conversation. I'm the type of person, I can have these type of conversations. If you don't know how to type these, then I would advise you to tread lightly. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing worse than having a bond or a situation with somebody and not knowing how to express yourself and saying some shit that makes you sound really fucked up and fucking up an actual good bond, So it's just like anything else. If you're not experienced in some of these things, if you can't do a backflip, don't do that. Don't do a backflip. You know what I'm saying? You fuck around, break your neck, you're in a wheelchair now because so-and-so did it and you thought it was cool. Same thing when it comes to certain conversations and approaching certain things. You know what I mean? This is why we need to learn the art of communication, because that is what it is. And there's a lot of books out there about it. I think one of them is called The Art of Communication, right? So I invite you all to just look at all of these different aspects that I'm speaking of. Take this, like I tell people sometimes, take the video and sit with your mate, press play, and while I'm talking, just look at each other and be like, what you think about that? What you think about that? That's why I be doing this shit. This is for us to engage in community conversations with one another so we can get the ignorant shit that's being spread the fuck out of our communities. The shit is fucking stupid. It's so much ignorance and stupid shit being said. And to the point now there's wise people saying dumb things. And I don't mean that to be an asshole. I'm saying that because that's how I feel. There's wise people who say dumb shit. I know some wise people in the community who use the word toxic masculinity when talking about men. That's some stupid shit. No men can practice toxic masculinity. Only a woman can. A man practices toxic femininity. And you have these people out here teaching and talking, and it's like, Who the fuck told you this? Shut your stupid ass up. And then you got a guy up here on stage saying this, and women going to even he said, yeah, because he's stupid. Ain't no. So yes, wise people can say dumb things, and that's why we need philosophy. We need to have conversations, because when I come on and be like, man, why would you say some stupid shit like that? I don't want nobody getting offended. Like, I ain't say you were stupid, but that shit you just said is stupid. Yes, other people do have weight on your value and your worth. Fuck is you talking about? Hey, I love y'all. Tell somebody you love them in a language that they can understand it in. Fuck with your boy, because I fuck back. Peace.